This goes on here, right?
It can. This is like glazing a pot.
I'm used to Mac products and not Sephora.
Welcome back to another episode of Made Up. I'm your host, Danny Volk, and we are in the studio of Wade Folger MacDonald.
Hello, Danny.
Hi. Thanks for having us in your studio.
My pleasure.
So we're here at the Banff Center in Banff, in Alberta, in Canada. And we're doing a residency together, Wade and I. And you have two brand names besides Wade.
Okay.
Folger MacDonald. Do you see profits from those?
Lots.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, swimming in money. No, I have, my website is wfmceramics.com. And then I don't know what the other brand would be.
McDonald's.
Oh, McDonald. Oh, yeah. Danny, are you ready to get made up?
I am.
Sweet.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Okay. So tell me about your work.
Okay, so the work is primarily ceramics, but I also do a lot of like furniture and display, like design and that kind of thing. It's kind of like a mixed media now.
Does the work always incorporate some kind of design or function?
No, I mean, what I usually do is like I start with the display because it's a lot of like woodworking, and then I create the pieces to kind of fit around the display. And the display, it incorporates like plexi, glass, and lighting.
So you start with the display.
Yes. It was a way of kind of getting me out of this comfort zone, maybe, in grad school.
Where did you go to grad school?
Michigan State University.
And you just graduated.
I did.
What are you working on now? What's
So-
up with this face? What's going on with this face?
What face?
When you're painting me, you're like, it's like painful.
I'm concentrating.
Oh, is it your concentrating
And
face?
plus you missed a lot of spots when you shave.
Where?
Like there's a big hairy patch right there on your chin.
Oh.
So I gotta like cover that up.
Okay, so what are you working on here at Banff?
So I did a proposal to do 6 sculptures here, and they're kind of actually determined. I have to do them in such a way so that I can get them back, in my car. So I'm doing 6 small sculptures, and I brought molds and everything. So they happen quickly, and now I'm kind of working on some more experimental things. So I'm doing like this piece that is a lot of extruded parts. So you take clay, you put it into like it's kind of like those Play-Doh like syringes that you'd get. You could put like a die on the end and you push clay through it, and it comes out in different shapes and that kind of thing. So we have that here, but it's for like clay, and it's huge. So it's kind of like this Lincoln Log kind of monkey bar, tinker toy kind of sculptural piece that I'm doing. Yeah.
Do you usually work in this scale?
The clay pieces are usually within like this tabletop kind of scale, and then the display is always bigger. Like the display is usually like 4 feet tall by like 3 feet, so like the overall piece becomes a lot bigger.
So tell me a little bit about your studio. What are you doing here?
Okay, so I started out, and I have these molds that kind of reflect some ideas in contemporary deconstructivist architecture that I like. So like they're really planar kind of shapes, but they're 3-dimensional forms. So it's almost like Legos. Like I can make these pieces, and then I have like a library of forms that I can play around with. and then I kind of piece them together in interesting ways. And so what happens is like I try to play around with balance a lot, like how the piece might look like it's precariously positioned or like it feels like it's going to topple over, and then but it doesn't, like it's actually stable or semi-stable.
But they are delicate.
Oh yes, quite delicate.
So that's going to be a problem getting them home.
Bubble wrap, big bubble wrap. You know what would be cool to talk about is the postgraduate school experience.
Okay.
I feel like, you know, you go from 100 miles an hour at graduate school to like this more like this professional mode, or it's just different. So I think this experience has kind of forced me to continue that pace in a way of working, which is really good.
What's going on with this makeup? What does it have a theme or
No.
Does it have a title? Do you think it's art?
It's definitely art, yeah. It's totally intuitive right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I was thinking at first to spread slip all over your face and body,
Really?
and apparently that's been done.
Yeah.
It's like, I was like, oh.
Thank God.
Yeah,
It's
because
been done. I would not interview any more ceramicists
So how are we doing
in terms of.
time-wise?
I think anytime you're ready to be done.
Okay. It's kind of, I don't know. Actually, I like how the powder kind of fell onto your nose.
So I really like the way my mustache looks. It looks really like
Like it blends in.
kind of, but there's like blonde hairs in it
It's not
or something,
dark.
and it looks I don't know.
I wish I would have done green in your mustache. The green powder. Yeah.
But I feel like it's already doing this color thing in there.
It's kind of greenish already.
Someone told me that yesterday, that I have green skin tones. It's not very nice. I mean, it's fine that they told me that, but it's not a very.
You can always color it.
My skin?
No, your mustache.
Oh, well, that's true. Well, thanks for this job.
You're welcome.
Best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks for this.
Danny.
Yeah. This has been Made Up. We'll see you next time. Now we'll just.
Je suis là pour te protéger, faire